Hello everybody, I'm your host, Manny Love. Welcome to the very first Puck the Sports News. That's right friends, there's a new kid in town, and our motto is, if there's news happening, you won't catch us napping. All of us here at PTSN made a promise to each other to tackle all of the world's biggest sports stories. And what could be bigger than to have these guys on board? Welcome to Canada, the house that Tim Horton built.
各位同胞们，我今天来到这里是个绝大的错误，请大家原谅我。
Hey, did he just order takeout and not tell the rest of us? Anyway, let's welcome Mr. Paul Trigger.
Hello everyone, I'm Paul Trigger from the law firm of Boyd, Weedsuya and Howe. I've been asked by my client, Mr. Brad Apple, to help guide him through his very first news conference. We'd like to thank you and Puck the Sports News for giving us this opportunity. Just begin by reading this. Let me get it started for you. For more than 50 years, my client here has been disguising his voice to divert all unwanted attention. That was until last week when he found out why he sounded so different from everyone else. Just read this. Use your stage voice of 50 years. Then end with you. Just being you.
Hello everyone, I'm Brad Apple, I'm 57 and I'm from parts unknown. Forever I've wondered why I sounded so different from everyone else. That was until last week when I overheard my dear mother and aunt talking. That's when I found out who my real father was.
Just be yourself. It's your time.
Okay, now listen up. I'm only saying this once. This is my real voice. That's that. You don't like it, it's tough. Case closed.
Read off the paper like we planned.
Mr. Apple, Charles Stakes from the West End Free Alliance. One question, sir. Mr. Apple, are you a cherry?
I strongly suggest you stick to the statement. Please, no interruptions. Mr. Apple will be happy to answer all your questions when he's finished with his statement.
Last week, I accidentally overheard my dear mother and aunt speaking, and in that conversation, I found out that my dad didn't die in the war many years earlier like I thought.
That's right. Take a good look, because you're probably looking at the long-lost son of the great Don Cherry.
Oh, okay, this is not a joke.
Hey, it's no joke. I'll tell you what happened. Listen, it's a fact. It's what my dear mom told me. 57 years ago, she's in Teo catching a game of the Gardens, and she ran into Don the player. Apparently, Don was on his game that night and got himself a Don Cherry hat trick. Before I ask anybody out there what they know what a Don Cherry hat trick is, does anybody know what a Gordie Howe hat trick is? We'll start with, how about you back there, Mr. Chuck Steak, Mr. Tough Guy? You're so smart. How about you? Do you know the answer to that one?
It's Charles, not Chuck, and I do. It's a goal, an assist, and a fight.
Yeah, okay, Tough Guy, whatever. I knew you probably know that one. Everybody knows that one. Okay, but listen, the Don Cherry hat trick. You know what that one is there, smart guy? A Don Cherry hat trick is a kiss, a hug, and when you're not looking, he sneaks one in the old 5-hole.
Oh, that's right. Hey, you girls up there, you don't know where the old 5-hole is?
Guys there sitting beside him, kind of use your finger for pointing out.
Hey. I just used that finger for pointing, if you know what I mean. Hey, that's all I'm saying.
Well, what did you wait to tell the whole world?
Okay, now listen up. I'm only saying this once. When I was a small boy, I was told that my dad went missing in action and was never seen.
I'm sorry, but your story just isn't jiving. Don Cherry wasn't in the Korean War. I mean, how could your dad...
Whoa. Let me clear up a few things for everyone here. What Mr. Apple's dear mother actually told him when he was a little boy was, after his dad got some action, he went missing and was never seen again. It's a tiny misunderstanding on my client's behalf. Let's continue.
So, Monsieur Trigger, do you concur that in this particular case, the apple doesn't seem to have fallen very far from the cherry tree?
Sustained.
树掉下来的吗？
Okay, the people have spoken.
And what are the people saying?
The people are saying, hey, come on, I was a kid, take me to court, huh?
Speaking of court, Mr. Apple, are you aware a player from the Ottawa Senators was in court today answering serious questions about possible child abuse?
Ottawa Senators, you say?
Yes, Mr. Apple. And when the judge asked the boy which parent it would be best for him to go live with, do you know what he said to the judge?
I have no idea.
He said, and I quote, "I don't want to stay with either of my parents. They both beat me. Please let me go stay with the Ottawa Senators. They don't beat anyone."
Now that is a tragedy.
Mr. Trigger, is it possible your client is a bad apple as well as a real cherry?
Well,
Hey, being a smart guy again, huh?
Manny Love here. Thank you all. Hey, join us next time.
Oh, hold on now. There's no over yet here. I got something to say. This one goes out to Big Bob and the twins. Now listen to what I want you to do. I want you to go right up the middle there. Straight up, split the defense wide open. I want you to muck it all up there. When you get the chance, I want you to whip it in the old 5-hole. Many times you have to score, get the trophy, and bring her home. That's all I'm saying.
Mr. Apple, is that hockey talk or?
Well, of course that's hockey talk. Come get smart.
Hockey comes first. All that other stuff comes later on down the road. Who cares? It's not important.
I'm not sure we understand that, but that's okay. Well, that's the news. Join us next week when we go to our first extreme sports mixed couples Angry Pirate Boating Regatta. Should be stellar.
灯是亮着，可是没人在家。
Did anybody understand a thing this guy just said? I mean, his accent has such an accent.
I think he thanked you.
Oh, okay. Well, you tell my good Korean friend from Japan there. Thank you back.
Okay,
and,
close but no banana. How long is a Chinaman?
How long is a Chinaman?
Yeah, well, we know how long a Chinaman is.
We all know what.
How long is a Chinaman?
The wheels on the bus go round and round. 那米跟你粒米一样大。
I don't know what you just said.
I think it would be best if Mr. Apple didn't speak anymore.
Tune in next time and catch Manny Love and all the action. And remember, puck the sports news. Good night, and thank you all.